Alright guys, this is a major spoiler video. And I know I say that a lot, but this video, we're going to cover some new spoilers that's going to reveal not only the outcome of the TV special coming up this weekend. This is a big time spoiler, but also the actual name, supposedly, of what Goku's new technique slash transformation is, okay? So before we go any further with this video, I just want to say that it's going to have spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, that's, you've been warned. This is for episode 111 of Dragon Ball Super, which is going to be airing after the special. This will cover the week after the special, but it's going to have a big spoiler for what happens in the special, okay? So again, you've been warned. Now, pretty much, that is what's going to happen. I don't know what to tell you, okay? So we're going to get right into it. This is from Weekly Shonen Jump. We're getting it early this week, but it should be coming out this weekend in Japan. Newsstands everywhere. Herms, thank you as always for translating it. This is from the Korean website, which has translated Weekly Shonen Jump. They delivered the spoilers last week, and now we have it this week. Are you ready? Let's get right into it. Dragon Ball Super Episode 111. Extreme Battle of Another Dimension. Hit versus Jiren. Universe 6's linchpin Hit versus the strongest warrior Jiren. After finally going into action, the mightiest man Jiren has seriously wounded Goku. Jiren next sets his sights on the strongest assassin Universe 6 warrior Hit. Let's talk about this for just a moment before we go any further. Now, I predicted that Jiren... I made two predictions. One of them was true. One of them was incorrect. I predicted that Goku's new transformation was not going to be enough for Jiren. Looks like I was right on that one. And I also predicted that he would get eliminated. It appears like he is not eliminated, but he has a new form, and it's not enough. Because it says right here that Jiren has seriously wounded Goku. So even though Goku has unlocked a new form, a new power, so to speak, it's not enough to defeat Jiren the Grey. This, to me, is, in my opinion, I think this is good writing because I think it's going to give the Jiren character much more oomph, and I think it's going to really really hammer home the fact that Jiren is not to be messed with, and he's going against Hit next. So Jiren might just go in here and start cleaning house on some of these dudes. It does not state in these spoilers that Goku gets eliminated. It doesn't say that here at all. So presumably what happens is Goku goes in there against Hit, and it's not enough. Let's keep going. Goku this week. Will he be able to master having his body react on its own? Goku has been injured head to toe by Jiren's attack. However, immediately before going down, he awakened to a new power called Mastery of Self-Movement, where his body reacts on its own. What could this be? Now, we got to discuss this whole Mastery of Self-Movement thing. This appears to be linked with Goku's new transformation. Now, the Mastery of Self-Movement is actually something that has been discussed at various points in both the Dragon Ball Super anime and the Dragon Ball Super manga. Early on, during Goku's training with Whis, both in the Resurrection F movie and in the arc, Whis told Goku that the best way to fight, the best way to become the most skilled warrior ever, what Beerus himself has not even mastered, is the Mastery of Self-Movement. In other words, you have to train your body to instinctually fight to where every body part fights on its own instinctually, where you don't have to think. So it kind of bypasses your brain thinking and overthinking as you fight your opponent. That's pretty much the story that's being told here. It's kind of like repetition, so to speak. If you're out there and you take martial arts, or if you're a weightlifter, for example, you know about muscle memory. You know about, how if you are throwing a certain kind of punch or a kick, or if you're dunking a basketball, if you do it 10,000 times, it becomes second nature to you. It's no longer you're thinking about it, you're just doing it. It becomes instinctual and habitual. That is what Whis has been trying to hammer into Goku from the beginning of their training, and it looks like Goku may have actually figured it out, but it does say here it looks like, or it's implied that Goku figured out how to do it, but maybe doesn't really know how to master it. In fact, I'm willing to bet that this technique or this transformation is not even going to be a Super Saiyan form. I'm not even going to count this as being a Super Saiyan form. In fact, and again, this is just me talking. This is not in the spoilers, but I'm thinking that this form is a totally different thing. In other words, Goku may not even need to use his Super Saiyan transformations anymore, because if he's been able to master this whole self-movement thing, he can fight any opponent without having to raise his energy and transform, when he can just do it by using the self-movement tricks. Again, I could be wrong on this, though, because maybe Goku can stack this on top of Super Saiyan. We don't know. We're just talking speculatory right now, so I don't really know exactly, but it's interesting because I'm wondering, how did Goku... Is it something where it just clicked in Goku's head? Is it something that he had known ahead of time? Not enough information, but he has been training with Whis, and there you go. But the big story to take from all this, the big speculation to take from all of this, is that Goku gets a new form, hits Jiren with everything he has, Kaioken times 20, Kaioken, blue times 20 is what I meant to say. The Genki Dama, the Spirit Bomb, it's just not enough for Jiren. It's not enough to defeat this guy. I had a feeling they were going to do this because they are really hyping up Jiren. And I feel like even though Goku has a new form, he's still not enough for Jiren. However, because Goku is still in this thing, because it doesn't say he got thrown out, that tells me that later on, at some point during this tournament of power, we're going to see a rematch between Goku and Jiren. The question is, is Goku going to be able to heal up from his injuries? It doesn't actually say what injuries Goku is suffering from. It just says he was hurt from head to toe. And it's like the fight with Piccolo. When Goku fought Piccolo in the World Martial Arts Tournament, you remember that Piccolo broke his arms, his legs. I don't know if that's what happens here, but it looks like Jiren not only was able to surpass Goku's new form, but injure him, but not eliminate him. So I don't believe he got eliminated, and I am very curious. It says here, will he be able to master having his body react on its own? So this is pretty much what Whis has been training Goku. Now, if you're a Vegeta fan and you're wondering if he's going to get the new form, it doesn't say this. However, remember what I'm telling you right now. Vegeta is training with Whis just like Goku has. In fact, Vegeta was there first. Dragon Ball Super... the anime has explained that to us, that Vegeta got to Whis' training first. So the idea of Vegeta getting this transformation or this technique, to me, makes perfect sense. And I think he will get it at some point, because it just makes sense to me. He was training with Whis too. I mean, Goku's a prodigy, but we know for a fact from both Beerus and Whis that Vegeta is a prodigy fighter as well. So I know I'm a little long-winded here in this discussion, but I have a lot to talk about when it comes to this. This is, of course, from the Korean translation of the Jump magazine release, getting it early this week, and I'm just very excited about what's going to happen in the special, because I kind of knew this was going to happen, where it wasn't going to be enough for Jiren. But the question is, how are they going to beat Jiren? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think they're going to defeat Jiren? Because I'm now thinking what I thought before, is that it's going to take a combination of several fighters. Hit Frieza, Vegeta, Gohan, KO, Caulifla, Goku, everybody hitting Jiren from different directions to knock this dude out. This dude is way too strong. He is way too powerful. To me, he may actually be that warrior that they say is beyond gods. I know there's different speculatory theories on that. It could be a Universe 4 guy. It could be a guy from one of the other universes. But I think if he's really being promoted this much, then he's pretty damn scary. And to be honest with you, if he's not that mortal above gods of destruction, then whoever is even scarier than Jiren. So, again, Dragon Ball Super is not ending anytime soon. So this storyline of Jiren and how strong he is going to play out throughout the rest of the tournament. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you for checking out this video. Tons and tons of craziness, and we ain't done. There are going to be more leaks coming out this week, I believe. Subscribe to Geekdom 101, punch that little bell, because I'm going to give you the most accurate and best information and the best discussions that you're going to be able to find on Dragon Ball anywhere. I'm confident in myself, and I'm confident in all of you that you feel me on that one. So again, hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself and each other, and let me know in the comments what you think about all this nonsense. Dragon Ball's crazy, but I like that it's not predictable here. I like that. And who's gonna beat Jiren? That's the big question. We'll see. I will talk to you later.